Maria, help us understand the significance of the Prime Minister's visit to Patna, because like we've all been talking about how the Prime Minister actually made a call for justice against what really happened in Pahalgam from his public rally in Bihar. That was his first big message to the global community. Tell us the political message that will come out from his roadshow today from Patna. What is the political significance of the Prime Minister's visit to Bihar today?
Look, the Prime Minister is there to sound the poll bugle for his party and also for the entire NDA. He understands fully well that there are challenges, particularly to do with, the anti-incumbency which is there against Nitish Kumar. That is the reason why the Prime Minister is trying to build that image that this election will be about double-engine government as much as it would be about caste census. Because Bihar would be the first test ground for the big announcement which came in from the Modi government at the center, Vasudha, which was about the move of the caste census. Whether that will yield political dividends or not is something that we'll wait and see, because 6 months down the line, Bihar goes to polls. But I think the presence of the Prime Minister certainly adds that extra, image, or should I say the magic that the Prime Minister often brings whenever he is there in any battleground state. Bihar goes to polls in the month of October end or November, and the challenges in Bihar will be very different from how the BJP would have faced its challenges, say, in Maharashtra or other states. Because in these 20 years or 20 plus years, that Bihar has been governed by Nitish Kumar-led NDA, we have seen the BJP being part of that alliance. So the question which has been repeatedly asked by people on the ground is that why has the development projects not been implemented? Why is it that the migration in the state still continues? Why is it that the job opportunities are not there for Biharis in Bihar? That is the reason why I would say that it's interesting to watch out for what the Prime Minister will be saying. I remember interviewing Prime Minister Modi while he was campaigning in Patna during the course of his roadshow when in 2020, just ahead of the 2024 elections. And repeatedly, in 2014, in 2019, in 2024, these three Lok Sabha elections back to back, Bihar has voted overwhelmingly, almost touching 48 to 49% for the NDA, whenever it was about giving, vote in the name of Prime Minister Modi. The brand Narendra Modi remains intact, remains credible, remains the most powerful vote catcher for the BJP and NDA. What about brand Nitish Kumar? Is it a waning brand? Is it a brand which became almost a liability in 2020 assembly elections, something that the BJP is worried about even now? And that is the reason why that they are not going ahead and making any announcement whatsoever with regards to any kind of formula which may have been worked out within the alliance partners.
Absolutely, Maria. Also help us understand, after Maharashtra, how important is it for the opposition in Bihar to also strike a collective face and manage a win somehow? Because in Maharashtra, it was a sweep by the Mahayuti, and that the opposition there was also a symbol of opposition unity. Similarly, in Bihar too, it's the Congress and RJD and several other parties. How important is Bihar for the opposition in the months to come?
It is the testing ground for both the sides. If it is for the NDA, the real test would be if brand Nitish, if it is on a total decline, can brand Narendra Modi really pull up the entire NDA and pull through the NDA? On the other hand, the question really would be that if Tejasvi Yadav in 2020 was seen as a leader who was taking on Nitish Kumar, his famous line was that Nitish Kumar thake hue hai, and he is this energetic leader who has, ideas for the youth of Bihar. Remember, Biharis tend to be very, very status quo-ish, Vasudha. What has happened is that in the present generation who would be turning 18 and would be ready to cast their votes, they would have had no image whatsoever, no memory whatsoever of 15 years of Lalu Yadav, which was in before 2005. For them, it is about Nitish Kumar, what he has done, what he has not done for Bihar. And for them, it is about comparing the state of Bihar with all the neighboring states, be it Uttar Pradesh, be it Madhya Pradesh. And all these states have seen massive development, massive, infrastructure push, where Bihar certainly is lacking.
Right.
The big project for the Prime Minister right now is to convince the people of Bihar that he is now the face of the NDA. Although, politically speaking and keeping in mind pure arithmetics, it will be Nitish Kumar, because those 6% Kurmi vote, because Nitish Kumar comes from that crucial caste constituency, is needed for ensuring that the NDA sails through if actually the people of Bihar vote for them.
Absolutely.
Yet again.
Maria, do stay with us. Prabhakar, to you now. What kind of preparations has the BJP done for this grand roadshow in Patna? Because this is also a symbol of prestige. It's the capital of Bihar, and also the airport there. Clearly, the Prime Minister trying to ring in that message of development in one of those states which is often seen as amongst the most underdeveloped states of India.
Yeah, the most development deprived state, I would say. But today, as Prime Minister comes here, there are 50,000 crore rupees projects which is being either inaugurated or a foundation laying ceremony for those projects are being done by the Prime Minister. So that would be a drop in the ocean, I would say. But still, there's something to come. And just because it's election time, so BJP is holding no horses. As far as this particular roadshow is concerned, if I could just give you and let the pictures speak for themselves. The stage behind me, you can see the local artists over there. So this is a 4-kilometer long stretch which Prime Minister would be traveling. He would take around an hour actually to cover this distance. He would be moving on an open jeep, and then the BJP workers are lined up here all along the route. The stages there which will have the folk music, the folk dances, the folk songs going on, women lining up, kids lining up with the national flag. And remember, this is Operation Sindoor event. This is not a BJP event. So not a single flag of BJP anywhere to be seen. All you will see is national flag in the hand of the people, in the hand of the BJP supporters. So basically the message which BJP is trying to give at that, because of the success of the Operation Sindoor, is the people of Bihar actually who are greeting and welcoming and thanking Prime Minister Narendra Modi, who has come for the Bihar. First time after this Operation Sindoor happened. So not a single BJP flag anywhere on this entire route.
Right. Prabhakar, also help our viewers understand the context to this rally. The politics of Bihar is about to get very interesting now. It is the Prime Minister's second rally in the last 1 month, specifically after he visited Bihar immediately after the Pahalgam terror attack on the 22nd of April. Help us understand how the BJP is trying to amplify its campaign, because both the BJP and JDU have been trying to send out this message that they want to rope in all the influencers, the migrants of Bihar. So there have been these massive mass contact programs that have been going out in different parts of the country, where the BJP is trying to talk about its double-engine sarkar. How is the campaign different from last time? And also, in 2024, the opposition in Bihar did not perform as well as the opposition performed in other parts of the country. Does that also give JDU and BJP the kind of confidence that it needs for assembly polls?
See, as far as the Prime Minister visit is concerned, Prime Minister has been making a frequent visit to Bihar, and as we speak, today Prime Minister is here, and immediately 20 days after, this is a 2-day visit, remember, and 20 days after, Prime Minister is again coming here. As far as his campaign is concerned, or the project which he announces, these are very targeted ones. So today, Prime Minister is in Patna, and tomorrow he goes to the Rohtas district of Bihar. Remember that entire region of Rohtas and Bhojpur, in 2000, in the last Lok Sabha election and also in the last Assembly election, the NDA did not perform well there. So the most of the projects which are being announced is for that particular region, it's for that particular zone where the NDA did not perform well, and it was the opposition party which scored the numbers both in the Lok Sabha and in the Assembly polls. So BJP is going in a very targeted fashion. What they are doing is they're focusing and they're taking their star campaigner, that is the Prime Minister Narendra Modi, to those areas, to those regions where they believe that they have not garnered enough vote, enough seats, and there they need to focus more. So it's a very, very calibrated move, I would say, by the NDA, by the BJP, whenever their star campaigners come to Bihar.
Right. Also, Sajjan Kumar is joining us as a political analyst. Sajjan, every time we would discuss Bihar, we would talk about special packages. But in the budget that was announced last year, we did see a significant part of the budget being allocated to Bihar. And that also became a political political flashpoint between the opposition and the BJP. Tell us, how is the centre looking at Bihar, and why does the BJP need to win Bihar so desperately? Because clearly this is also an important state, of course, in terms of numbers, but also in terms of the political influence that it has on Indian politics generally.
Yes, precisely. If you see Bihar, it's located between UP and Bengal. Two gigantic states in numbers of the size and number of seats also. And Bihar also has a significant electoral cloud. So that is why, if you see in UP, while BJP is the ruling party and it is a very charismatic leader at the state, but we did see in the Lok Sabha election that how the opposition led by the Samajwadi Party, it really did spring a surprise wherein it has kind of more seats compared to the BJP. Similarly, in West Bengal also, you see, while BJP has been eyeing the state since 2019 Lok Sabha election and 2021, 2024, but the sort of sentiment and enthusiasm that is there, BJP tries to emerge as the challenger, but still it finds a very structural and demographic limitation vis-a-vis the incumbent Trinamool. So that leaves BJP with Bihar, wherein with Nitish Kumar, BJP still is holding the ground. And in Lok Sabha election, party relatively survived the kind of, setback that it witnessed in neighboring Bengal and Uttar Pradesh also. So that is why to keep on holding the Bihar is crucial, because if that doesn't happen, if you see the map, its entire eastern belt from UP to Bihar to Bengal, people will read that as if one section of India have started giving BJP some sort of attention. So that is why Bihar is crucial. Two, in Bihar, if you see, unlike Bengal and Uttar Pradesh, you have many, while NDA and India Alliance is there, but you have many small stakeholders who do command influence. So you have Chirag Paswan within NDA, but he has a committed captive vote bank. Similarly, you have Jitan Ram Manjhi, and also there are emergence of the new caste leader who are making a claim to represent their own caste and community. And then you have lots many others who are making lots many optics and some sort of an impression that there may be a factor, and Jan Suraj Party, etc. that is there. So it is one state wherein BJP needs to be quite careful, because while NDA and India Alliance is the two, major sets, within the subset, the permutation and combination may always go for a change, which one fragment of NDA may switch over to RJD or India Alliance, and from there the sort of chemistry between the Congress and RJD. So that way Bihar is quite settled apparently, but if you scratch beneath the ground, you will find that there are lots many variables which the BJP needs to be quite careful about. And that is why you see after Bengal and addressing Sikkim, PM came to Bihar, and as was rightly pointed out, his major focus is on the Bhojpur area, that is wherein the Lok Sabha constituencies like Buxar, Ara, Aurangabad, etc., wherein BJP really did relatively bad. And that is why it's a very customized kind of approach and reaching out to the people. And that is why Bihar is something wherein the party performs well in the assembly election. Certainly it will have a domino impact, because after Bihar you have in April, May, Bengal election.
Right.
Yeah.
Back to Prabhakar. Prabhakar, help us understand the importance of the Prime Minister's visit to Rohtas tomorrow. He was in Madhubani earlier last month, and also he's in Patna today. Is he trying to balance the kind of demographic outreach that he needs to do at a time like this? What would be the significance of the specific places that he's visiting in the next 2 days?
Sorry, you'll have to come again. I'm sorry, because there are lots of noise happening in my backdrop.
Prabhakar, I'm asking you, the Prime Minister is in Patna today. He goes to Rohtas tomorrow. He was in Madhubani last month. Help us understand the importance of the places that he is visiting. Is he trying to strike that regional demographic balance and amplify the BJP's outreach in targeted groups of the Bihar society?
See, it's not about the demographic balance actually. So BJP, what they are doing is they have picked up areas where traditionally the NDA has not performed well, both in the Lok Sabha and in the Vidhan Sabha. They have not performed well. So if you see the numbers, the Bhojpur, the Rohtas region, the Aurangabad region, which is the Magad range of Bihar, there they have not scored well, both in Lok Sabha and also in Vidhan Sabha. And that is the reason why the most of the programs you are seeing, the most of the projects, the development projects we are talking about, they are all coming in that particular region. So what BJP is trying to do, send out a message to the voters out there that it's a double engine ki sarkar. If BJP or the NDA is voted to power in Bihar, then the development of that particular region would actually be on a fast track. And that is what the BJP is trying to convey. So, sorry. The next visit of Prime Minister after 20 days is also in that particular region only, is in the same area, in the same region. So it's basically not a demographic balance which the BJP is trying to work out here, but more of a targeted approach where they're targeting the areas where the performance was lower in the last Vidhan Sabha or the Lok Sabha elections.
Coming back to you, even as the roadshow is underway now. In fact, the Prime Minister is in Patna and he has already inaugurated the new terminal of the Patna airport. And this is his larger political developmental message that is giving out to people of Bihar. And it's an important visit because Bihar is also poll bound. Bihar is all set to witness assembly elections in November, December this year. So clearly the Prime Minister will also be going to Rohtas tomorrow and he will be addressing a public rally.